Okay, so, I've heard a lot of people say that they've had such a bad experience when it came to Samsung customer service or Samsung Care Plus. I've seen a lot of bad stories, and I always kind of thought that maybe they were just over exaggerating a little bit, because for me personally, I've never had a bad experience when it came to Samsung customer service or Samsung Care Plus. I've always had a good experience up until now. So, some of you might remember this video right here that I posted it's been about a month now, that I broke my Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 6. That inner display, I set it down wrong. I ended up getting some lines running through the display, and the fault was all mine. I take complete responsibility for what happened to the inside display of my Galaxy Z Fold 6. I'm totally fine with that. That's totally fine. But it's what happened after that where I have just had the worst experience that I have ever had with Samsung. And no, it has nothing to do with their devices, because I absolutely still love their devices when it comes to the S24 Ultra, the Galaxy Z Fold 6, and even devices I have used before that. But it has to do with the experience that I had when it came to their customer service and Samsung Care Plus in trying to get this phone repaired. And yes, I say trying to get this phone repaired because it was quite the process. Definitely not an enjoyable experience, and I would not wish this experience upon anybody. And no, this video is not to throw shade at Samsung. This isn't to go hating on Samsung or anything like that. I still got love for Samsung. I still got love for the devices. Like I said, I'm still going to continue using their devices, and most likely I'm still going to continue buying their devices and using them in the future. This is just simply me sharing this most recent experience that I had with Samsung customer service and Samsung Care Plus trying to get my Galaxy Z Fold 6 repaired. So after that video I made telling you guys about the damage that I had caused to my Galaxy Z Fold 6, I ended up calling up Samsung Care Plus just to be like, hey, I told them what happened to my phone, I need to get it fixed. And they said, okay, well, is there any physical damage to the device? I'm like, yeah, well, it's got a little dent on the display, but it caused these 3 lines, to run through the display. And they say, okay, well, is the display cracked? Is there any cracks on your device anywhere? I'm like, well, no, it's not like broken. The screen still works and everything. It's just, like what I told them, that little tiny dent. And they said, okay, well, since there's no physical cracks or, basically if the phone's not falling apart, then it's gonna be covered through a warranty. And I'm like, are you sure? They're like, yeah, you're gonna have to call the warranty department. I'm like, okay, I guess that's good for me. Then that means I don't really have to pay for, the deductible or anything like that. So I ended up calling the warranty department. They told me to take it into the nearest repair center here, which is Ubreak iFix. Just, it's not a Samsung store, but it's another location where I can go and get my Samsung device fixed. It is covered through them under warranty. So I took it in under warranty. They took it back and, really took a good look at it to see if it was actually going to be covered under warranty. And after taking a long look at the device, they come out to me and they tell me, you know what, I'm sorry, this phone is not going to be covered under warranty because there is physical damage to it. I'm like, okay, well, fine, I'll just use my Samsung Care Plus. They told me I'm gonna have to use my insurance. So I ended up calling back up Samsung Care Plus. And I said, hey, this is what they told me. I got to go through Samsung Care Plus. And then finally they were like, okay, well, you're going to have to, go online, create a claim and all that. Got to upload a video showing that the device is damaged. Got to show the IMEI number and all that good stuff. So, okay, I did that. And then after doing all that, it does give you an option to, choose a specific date to take in your phone, a specific time, which I did. I think for the next day is when it was available or something like that. So I ended up taking the phone in the next day. They took a look at it. They said, okay, well, we don't have the part, so we're gonna have to order the part. It will most likely be here tomorrow or the next day. So I had to leave again with my device. I wasn't able to take it in to get it fixed. Anyways, so the next day comes, they let me know that they have the part. I said, okay, cool, you got the part. As soon as I am on my way, I was at work, so I had to wait till after work to, take my device in to be repaired. But once I was on my way, I get a notification saying that my claim was canceled, that basically Samsung canceled my claim. I'm like, okay, what the heck's going on? So I ended up taking it in anyways. When I got there, sure enough, they were not able to look up my claim. They said, yes, it has been canceled. It wasn't even showing up for them, that I would have to call Samsung Care Plus again and create a new claim or reinstate my claim or something. So I was not able to leave my phone there. They were not able to repair it, even though they did finally have the part. So I know this is a long story. Go ahead and take a break, go grab a snack or a drink or something like that. But anyway, so I had to call Samsung Care Plus. I walked out of the store. I said, hey, what's going on? You know, my claim got canceled. And they're like, oh yeah, okay. It shows here that it was canceled. We're gonna have to, you know, create a claim again or reinstate it or whatever. So they ended up doing that for me. I had to go online again and do it, you know, look up a date or whatever. And it wasn't giving me a date available for that same day. I had to choose it for the next day or the next 2 days or something like that. So I called up the place. I'm like, hey, this is telling me you guys aren't available to take my device today. And they're like, oh no, don't worry about it. That's just how the system works. Just pick whatever date, we'll still take it in today. I'm like, okay, cool. So I did all that, but I still had to wait for a Samsung Care representative to approve it. So they finally approved it and I was still able to take it in that same day. Cool, all right. They took my device, they said, okay, it'll be a few hours and then you can come, we'll let you know when your device is fixed. I'm like, cool, it's only gonna take a day. So I end up leaving for a few hours and then I end up getting a call saying, hey, you know what? The phone is not passing our diagnostics test and we cannot repair your device until your phone has passed this test, which I didn't really understand. I always thought like, okay, they can just take it apart, replace the screen and there it's good. But I guess it has to pass this whole diagnostics test before they can even repair it. He's like, you know what? It might be our device that we're using. We might have to buy another part for it. So we're gonna order the part today. It should be here tomorrow. So I'm like, okay, had to go get my device, take it back home. The next day comes, they get the part. Okay, cool, they give me a call, they let me know. I go in, take my device again, leave it there for the whole day. They call me again, and guess what? Still not passing the diagnostics test. So they had to put the phone as unrepairable. I had to call Samsung Care Plus again and let them know. And they said, okay, obviously I'm always talking to a different person. So they're asking me the same questions. Is there any real physical damage to the device? And at that point, there was no more dent on that inside display. I don't know what happened. I don't know where it went. It wasn't there, but the 3 lines were still there. And I explained this to them and they said, okay, well, you're gonna have to go through the warranty department again. I'm like, are you sure? Because I already tried this before and they sent me to you guys. They're all, no, since the phone's not cracked, whatever, blah, blah, blah. I ended up having to go through the warranty center and finally the warranty department said, okay, we'll send you a shipping label. You can ship it out to us and we'll get it repaired for you. I'm like, cool. They said it should take 5 to 7 days. In 5 to 7 days, I should have my phone back, is what they told me. So I said, okay, cool, whatever, about a week. So I ended up sending my phone out. I'm waiting, I waited a couple days and I called them to see what was going on. And they said they just got the phone in or whatever it was they told me. So, I waited like another day and I get an email saying that the phone is not repairable. This is already a few days later. They said that the phone is not covered under warranty, that they're gonna have to create an automatic claim for me. And since I already had Samsung Care Plus, they were able to see that. So they were able to create an automatic claim for me. And then I would have to go through Samsung Care Plus to get it repaired. I'm like, okay, cool, fine, whatever. The deductible is only like 29 bucks. So I ended up calling Samsung Care Plus to let them know what's going on. I'm already thinking that, it's getting repaired already. But I had to, actually before I called Samsung Care Plus again, like I said, I'm already thinking the phone's, being taken care of or whatever. So I called Samsung warranty department first to see what's going on. But they told me, yes, the claim was automatically done, but I had to call Samsung Care Plus to, I guess, further it or push it along, whatever. So that's when I called Samsung Care Plus again, let them know what was going on. They're like, well, we're sorry, we don't see any claim here for you. I'm like, okay, well, I have the claim number right here. This is the claim number that they gave me. Can you look it up? And they're like, yeah, I'm sorry, it's not showing up. You're gonna have to make a new claim. You're gonna have to send us a picture of your ID. They sent me an email that I can email them back a picture of my ID and a video of the phone showing the damage and the IMEI number like I did the very first time. I'm like, well, I've already sent this video to you guys. You guys should have it already. They're like, no, but we need a new video. I'm like, well, I don't have my device. Samsung Repair Center has my device, or the warranty department, or whoever, has it. And I'm like, can't you guys talk to each other? I mean, you're both Samsung, aren't you? Can't you talk to each other and maybe have them send a video? And they're like, well, can you call them up, have them take a video for you, email it to you, and then email it to us? I'm like, what the heck is going on? Why do I have to do all this? You guys are Samsung, aren't you? It's like there's no, it's like they don't talk to each other or something. I don't know what's going on. I know they're 2 separate departments, but I just figured, hey, they're both Samsung and they'll both, work it out. But it didn't happen that way. So I had to call Samsung warranty department again. They're like, well, you're gonna have to talk to the Samsung repair center because that's where your phone is. And I'm like, are you sure? Is that where my phone actually is? And they're like, yes. But unfortunately, it's closed today, so you're gonna have to call tomorrow. I'm like, oh my gosh. At this point, I think already 2 weeks has passed, or maybe a little over 2 weeks at this point. So next day comes, I end up calling Samsung Repair Center, and they tell me that, this is the first thing they told me, that they cannot take the video for me that the Samsung Care Plus needs. They're telling me to call Samsung Care Plus and let them know that Samsung Repair Center has my device, that just to approve the claim and everything will be good. They can start repairing the phone because they're gonna be the ones repairing it anyways. And I'm trying to explain to them, like, no, they specifically told me that they cannot approve the claim unless they have this video. I already sent over a picture of my ID, so they had that, but they still, for whatever reason, still need this video that I have already sent them before the very first time. So they ended up working it out with me. They said, okay, we'll put in a request, you know, for us to take that video for you and then send it over to Samsung Care Plus. So I guess they ended up doing that because I called Samsung Care Plus, and you know, about a day or two later, they said it was gonna take like 48 hours. They said to check back within 48 hours. So I waited 2 days. I called them back. They said, okay, we're gonna get the ball rolling, whatever, you know, they're gonna approve the claim. So they approved the claim. And then I get a call from someone at Samsung Repair Center, and they're like, hey, finally someone who sees all the trouble that I have been going through just trying to get my phone fixed. Said, hey, so I noticed that you've been back and forth with Samsung Care Plus and our warranty department and, you know, repair department, and I'm sorry about that. You know, I know it's not easy and it must be very frustrating. They actually called to apologize to me because they've seen all the notes that were taken, all the times that I've called, you know, back and forth. And they actually called to apologize, and they let me know that everything's, you know, good to go, that they are in the process. Well, not in the process yet, but they said my phone is about to be, you know, the process is about to get started as far as the repair goes on that inside display. I'm like, okay, cool. Well, thank you for updating me and letting me know that they're about to start the repair process. So they haven't started it yet, but they were about to. I knew where my phone was. I knew it was gonna start being repaired. Okay, cool. He updated me with that. About maybe 3 days later, I believe, is when I get an email saying that the phone is being repaired, that they'll give me an update email letting me know when it's going to be sent out, or something like that. I don't remember exactly what the email said, but this just basically giving me an update on my device. And then a few days later, finally, it says my phone was repaired. It's gonna be sent back to you. And today, let's see, what's the date today? September 18th. So I believe August 18th is when I posted that video showing that I actually broke my display. Okay, so I'm looking right here, and it was actually August 19th that I posted that video, but I believe I actually broke the display the day before, or it might have been that same day. I don't know, but either way, you know, it's been about a month, 4 weeks that this has been going on. When I was supposed to get my phone within 5 to 7 days, it took just about a month to finally get my Galaxy Z Fold 6 back. Like I said, this has been the worst experience that I have ever had with Samsung customer service, Samsung Care Plus, whoever it is that you want to blame for this situation. And yeah, but I am so glad that I finally got it back. But upon taking this phone out of the box, they did, you know, cover all the sides with plastic, I guess, to protect the sides. But when it comes to this front display right here, there was like some leftover adhesive all on the bottom of my screen and all on this side right here. And it just felt sticky. I'm like, what the heck is this stuff? And it took a while to come off. It did not come off right away. I had those, you know, antibacterial wipes where I was, you know, trying to scrub it off. And I had to use a few of those wipes before it all actually came off. So not sure why that was. I know the U-Break iFixit guys told me that they actually have to replace that front frame to, you know, repair that inside display. I'm not sure how it works. Maybe a lot of you do know how it works, but me personally, I don't. But I'm assuming that's why some of that adhesive was left over on this outside of the device. I'm really not sure. But yeah, it would have been nice if they would have actually cleaned that for me and actually sent the phone clean back to me. But as you can see here, let me unlock it. The device is good, it's fixed, no more lines. Thankfully, I am just happy to finally have my Galaxy Z Fold 6 back. I know this was the longest story ever, but you know, I just had to share my experience with you guys. Like I said, no hate towards Samsung. Samsung, I still love you, I still love your devices, but please, please, please just do something about either your Care Plus team or your warranty department team or service repair center team, whoever it is you need to talk to. They just need to be more in sync with each other so there's no more of this going back and forth. At least with this past experience that I just had, it was definitely not an enjoyable experience. And I did make sure to leave that in my review. You know, they send you an email asking how the experience was. And I definitely told them everything that I just told you guys here in this video. So again, Samsung, I still love you. I'm still going to enjoy your devices, but just please just work on this. This was the only time that I have experienced something like this. Like I said, my experience has always been great with Samsung. Just for some reason, my luck this time was it was a bad one. But for those of you who had any type of experience with Samsung in the past with their customer service center, or whether it was with the warranty department or Samsung Care Plus department, how was your experience? Please, I would love to know your stories down in the comment sections below. Let's start a conversation down there. Let me know if you've had an experience like mine, or if you've had experience like my past experiences where it was nothing but a good experience. Let me know down in the comment sections below. But now that I got my Galaxy Z Fold 6 back, I can finally finish the content that I had, was planning on doing with this device. It might be a little late for that. Maybe it might not be relevant anymore, but you know what? I still had it planned, so I'm still gonna do it either way. Oh well, if you wanna watch it, you can watch it. If not, hey, I still love you anyways. But thank you all so very much for watching. If you did like this video and possibly found it helpful, make sure to give it a huge thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit that bell for notifications so you're not missing out on any other future videos to come. Thanks for watching. This is Josh Quinones. I will see you on the next one. Peace out.